Agreements with NK are open for misinterpretations by Kim Bo-eun, joint press CorpsScott SnyderBruce KlingnerWASHINGTON. While the South Korean government is eagerly pushing forward with inter-Korean diplomacy, there is a prevailing sense of skepticism in the U.S. over Pyongyang's intentions, analysts said. U.S. President Donald Trump and South Korean President Moon Jae-in provided a number of concessions to North Korea and got little to nothing tangible denuclearization in return, Bruce Klingner, senior research fellow at the Heritage Foundation, said. South Korea's president, who seeks international cooperation to ease sanctions on North Korea to facilitate its denuclearization, he pointed out, President Moon already has a very long and ever-growing list of economic benefits he wants to provide to North Korea, all of which would be violations of UN resolutions and U.S. laws. Klingner stated a problem was that the U.S. and North Korea have not agreed on a definition of phrases such as denuclearization and the Korean Peninsula. He said the agreements reached with North Korea were very short, vague and open for misinterpretations. We may have different views of who goes first, how many steps one side has to take before the other side takes a step or two, but I think what we first have to do is define the terms, he said. The analyst cited concerns and skepticism held by U.S. officials and North Korea watchers as well as Congress over the current situation. Given the record of failures, we have to be very wary about moving ahead too quickly while giving benefits for nothing in return, he said. I hope this time it will be different. I just think we need to be careful when we move forward negotiations, and have everything on paper and very clear text. Scott Snyder, senior fellow at the Council on Foreign Relations, referred to emerging gaps between the U.S. and South Korea on when to lift sanctions. He said the key point was how to draw North Korea into cooperation on denuclearization while keeping the pressure on. The Korea expert also referred to concerns over a lack of prior consultation between South Korea and the U.S. prior to reaching the inter-Korean military agreement last month. The deal includes measures to set up maritime, air and ground buffer zones along border areas to ease military tension and remove the danger of war. It becomes a question of how we take steps to make the armistice obsolete without sacrificing the necessary deterrent capabilities that should remain in place until we have permanent peace, he said. We have to move forward on peace and denuclearization because peace without denuclearization in my view will not be a sustainable peace. Snyder also stated concerns over a possibly different understanding of the term denuclearization between the U.S. and South Korea. After the Pyongyang summit, I got the impression that people close to the Moon administration are talking about Kim Jong-un's decision to denuclearize in the past tense, he said, but in Washington we're still talking about Kim Jong-un's decision to denuclearize in the future tense. And I worry because that might be a gap. At the same time, he stated the gap would be easily closed if North Korea specified its pledge and took tangible steps. It is very important that we see some tangible actions by North Korea in that direction that indicates to us there is seriousness of purpose about achieving the objective of denuclearization, he said.